My wife and I teach a Sunday school class of 9 and 10-year-olds, and today we're going to talk about Easter and the resurrection. And so I am wanting to get this done very quickly. I want to make this into an empty tomb.
I was in a bit of a hurry because I barely had enough time to finish this project before we needed to be to church. My teenage daughter was all ready to go to church, but did not want to appear on camera. I used my new table saw sled with the stop block to make repeatable cuts. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on how I made the sled. As mentioned in previous videos, I'm not much of an artist. I can even mess up on stick figures.
So the idea is I'm going to cut out all of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and then I'll basically have a little bed to the side of the tomb where that'll be remaining, that'll be empty. So you'll be able to look through the entrance and see the little bed there that is unoccupied. And then I've got to make a stone that can cover up the entrance.
I learned way back in elementary school to cut on the line. I deviated from that instruction here since I knew the lines were not that critical. I should have spent a bit more thought, though, in laying out the lines, and then cut on the lines. I hadn't realized it yet, but I'd already made at least the first mistake on this project. And then I made more mistakes by making the roof section of each segment so narrow. I didn't plan this, but the knot in the stone ended up having a pretty cool cross-like feature.
I realized after I'd already cut that I needed my tomb to have a wall on this side and not just on this side. So, that's not middle. Oh yeah, I didn't give myself enough border in between those levels. Son of a gun. I think I'll just glue some offcuts back in, and that should solve my problem mostly. I think I'll use this guy to create one more layer.
You might think that I would have learned from my prior errors. Nope, not a chance. If you like this project and would like to see more like it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out which segment that offcut came from. Gluing the error pieces back together was a comedy of errors. It seemed like I expected the wood glue to dry as quickly as super glue. Maybe I was just impatient, trying to move too quickly to finish the project before we had to be to church. Let me tell you a little about the word pelado. In Spanish, it means bald. The nickname was bestowed upon me while I was a missionary in Argentina when I was just 19 years old. Not sure why they gave me that nickname. I seem to have lost the footage of gluing everything together, so you don't get to see the gluey mess I made on my fingers. I layered everything together with glue and then used brad nails from the back and the bottom to secure everything together while the glue dried. After church, I used the router table to cut a dovetail groove into the stone so that it could slide open and closed on the protrusion that I added to the doorway. Happy Easter, everybody.